Hello and welcome back to the 2019 Pokemon Duel World Cup. And today we have a great matchup here between Japan and Europe. It's a Group C matchup. Basically, Japan has already clinched their spot. They can win the group with a tie or win here against Europe. And Europe, all they need to do is win one game and they clinch a spot in the quarterfinals. And with a win here, could win the group. What is up, guys? Earl Gaming YT coming back with another Pokemon Duel World Cup matchup here. And we have Japan versus Europe. But before we start, I have merch. Yes. The link will be in the description below. And you can use code EARL for 10% off your purchase. But let's hop right into these games. These are going to be nice and long games. So let's hop on in, grab your popcorn, and let's get ready for Europe versus Japan. We have Dirtbag versus ISYN. Japan in red, Europe in blue. She'll bring out the Vibrava. Dirtbag brings out the Guzzlord, and he'll bring out the Gengar, countered by the Necrozma. Dragon Sphere on the Guzzlord. Brings out the Drifloon. Goomy makes an appearance in the World Cup. I like that. Let's see, will he get the Slippery? He will, but the dodge will make that useful. All right. He'll bring the Goomy back. He'll slide the Necrozma up. Kadabra. And the Entry Point slides over the Marshadow. Brings the Absol to the goal. Drifloon right next to him. Twisted Spoons on Kadabra. Moves its Drifloon over. Attacks here. Annihilate. This will move 2 over right next to the Absol. He'll attack the Mime Jr. Tailwind versus the Miss. He'll move the Kadabra. He'll attack with the Kadabra. Teleport Beam. That's going to move him back 3, confuse him. And activate the Alakazam. So a nice attack there for the Kadabra in the Evo. And confusing the Necrozma. As he'll go right after the Mime Jr. again. Using some interesting figures here. I kind of like it. Dirtbag using a Goomy and a Mime Jr. As he'll bring the Marshadow to try to attack that. And he'll land the Confusion. So no, that'll not cut the Mime Jr. I believe the Mime Jr. cannot go past. So I think that's why he put that in. That's a fun little team. She brings up the Kadabra, who will attack the Absol. Dodge versus Psychic. Double chances here with the Absol going up against the Gengar. Interesting double chance there. Hoping not to land a dodge, and that's exactly what he'll land. All he needs to do is land that Sucker Punch, and that's exactly what he'll do that time. No dodge second time in a row. So knock out the Gengar. Shattered Psyche. Trying to get the knockout here. Probably will. He actually will. Sucker Punch versus the Shattered Psyche, and he could take the point here with his Alakazam. He won't, though. As he'll attack the Marshadow. He'll dodge that, though. He has to go. He's going to attack with the Goomy here. Let's see if he'll get the Slippery Swap. Yes, but the Confusion turns it to a dodge. We'll give him 2-8, though. That's another nice thing about Goomy. Photon Geyser versus Stillbind. So that would give him the weight and the -2 movement points. Max revives here. Puts his Gengar right in front of him. He'll attack, though. And a dodge versus the Psychic. So no knockout there. Lucky spin for Gengar. He'll attack. Stillbind once again. As he'll land the dodge again. So he's just avoiding getting knocked out here with Gengar. That's all you ask him to do, especially with the 0 movement points. As he'll knock out the Marshadow sent to the Ultra Space. That's right. Guzzlord. That's right. But he brings him right back. And sends him to the Ultra Space. He lands the white, which could have given an opportunity for him to knock it out, but no Will-O-Wisp. So no knockout there. He'll attack. Moongeist Beam to the Psychic, or to the Miss, versus Psychic will knock him out. He'll attack the Gengar once again, which eliminates his dodge from the burn. And once again, the Will-O-Wisp versus the Nightshade. So back-to-back times he could have knocked out that Gengar. He doesn't. He'll attack the Gengar once again with the Lunala. And now he finally gets the knockout. Only took him a few times, but he finally got it. He'll attack here. Psyshock versus the Tailwind. Gives him weight. Max revives the Absol here. He'll move the Gumi over. He'll slide over his Alakazam and attack the Lunala, laying the Psyshock, giving him weight. I'm sorry, I'm in the middle of recording. As he'll land the takeaway here versus the Dragon Tail. As he'll Evo to the Drifblim. Air Balloon here. Gumi. I really like the Gumi on this team. But no, he'll land the Spit Poison and get knocked out by the Sucker Punch. He will give him weight though. The Mime Jr. is also interesting on this team. Psyshock versus Psychic will give him the weight. So Alakazam's great at giving weight. We've learned that. Mime Jr. moves on up. Psychic versus Dodge. Okay, he'll survive that move. As he'll move up with the Mime Jr. once again. He'll attack. And the Sucker Punch versus the Moongeist Beam gets the knockout. Very dangerous attack there. He could have easily won the game. If he easily lost the game, I bet, if he got knocked out there. Never-ending nightmare. As this is going to be a knockout here. So he's slowly starting to rush him here. He lands a blue here. That does nothing now. Shattered Psyche. He'll move to the entry point and go get the knockout there and just go into the goal point. Very smart move there. Very smart move. As they'll attack the Mime Jr. Baton Pass. He'll attack the Drifblim. That could have been a huge risk. Getting knocked out will have cost him the game there. But he'll land the Mime versus the Photon Geyser. So his ability is taken away now. Move out the Guzzlord. Confusion versus Moongeist Beam. So once again, they'll knock out the Mime. And he'll send him to the Ultra Space. So that's actually really nice move there. The Alakazam partnered with the Guzzlord is actually very good, as he'll activate his Z move, Spit Poison. So that'll send him to the Ultra Space though. We'll move up with the Gengar. Slides over with the Necrozma, going for a knockout here. Ultra Belch. Getting his Pokemon back from the Ultra Space. Unexpected error, as let me take a look here. Japan takes a 1-0 lead. As we head to game number 2. Let's get this started. As we have Dev versus Gray. He'll attack the Eevee, and Moongeist Beam versus Double Edge, so no knockout there. Hurdle Jump, forcing him to Gold Block with the Mew. And this will give him an opportunity to surround kill there with the Celebi. Nice move there. Moves at the Lele. Moves up with the Celebi, forces him to play a little bit of defense there. He'll double chance. Try to go for this knockout. Backtrack versus Shuttle Flip, so nope. A wasted double chance there. He moves up with the Lucario. He'll counter with Lucario. Lucario's taking over this game. He moves out as Alakazam, counter with the Keldeo. Will he attack? No attack though. Moves out the Alakazam. Brings out the Lucario. Max arrives with the Necrozma. Activates the Mega Lucario here, so a really quick rush here by Dev. He'll attack the Lucario, and he will get the knockout with the Aurora Sphere here. Will he knock out the Lucario though, or he will knock out the Lucario? He had plenty of options though. He'll double chance here with the Necrozma. Interesting move there. Aurora Sphere though, he's hoping not to land the white again. Moongeist Beam, so he'll survive that attack. Wouldn't be surprised if he went after the Lele here. Oh, he had the extra purple, my bad. Wow. Twisted Spoon. Plays a little bit of defense with Kangaskhan there. Slides back with Alakazam. Looks like another Japan player over 4K. Dev at 4,300. Slide the Necrozma over to attack the Eevee. Moongeist Beam versus Takedown, so he will knock out the Eevee. So a little bit less of a rush here. As he'll attack and he'll land the Grass Knot versus the Psychic. So no knockout there for Celebi. He gets knocked out by the Mew. And Gray looking not too bad right now. Has a lot on defense. He's going to move up with the Lele. Corkscrew Crash. Attack here against the Necrozma. He has a lot of purple though, so not a smart attack. The Moongeist Beam will knock him out. So Necrozma, not a good one to attack against unless you have one of the purple Z moves, as he will evolve to the Vaporeon. Or Jolteon. Wow, I saw Vaporeon. It's Jolteon. He'll attack here. And he will get the quick attack versus the Photon Geyser. So a knockout there by Jolteon. So nice move there. Remember, Europe, all they have to do is win one of these games versus Japan. If they lose all 6, then they would have to play a tiebreaker game versus Team Asia. He'll bring up the Jolteon here. Slides over, playing defense with Alakazam. He'll attack. Quick attack versus Stillbind. Does not get knocked out though. He will attack the Mew. And he will land the Psychic versus the quick attack. So a knockout there for Mew. So not really much forming so far right now. Just a lot of back and forth. Good matchup so far. He'll attack the Celebi with the Alakazam and Stillbind versus Grass Knot. So he'll get the -2 movement points. He'll get the 5 weight. So Celebi's still a movement point though. Hydro Vortex though. As he'll attack the Lele. Lele hoping for that purple. That's the only way he'll win this matchup. No, he'll land the miss, which would have been his blue. So a knockout there. And confusing the Alakazam, so a double whammy. He'll move up the Alakazam. He'll take the entry point with Keldeo. Play a little bit of defense with Lucario. Activate the Mega Lucario. He'll go after the Alakazam here. The attack, and it will be a Side Shock versus Bullet Punch. Either way, confused or not, the Mega Lucario would have gotten the win there. Moves over with the Alakazam, as he will he'll get rid of the -2 movement points. I would have gone for the attack of the Alakazam there, but oh well. Side Shock versus Sacred Sword. Gives him the weight. Now is the attack here that we were expecting earlier. Looking for that Bullet Punch. Aurora Sphere will not get the job done. He'll get the 5 weight, but the 5 weight will stay, but the -2 movement point marker will not. He'll attack here. Psychic versus Dodge. He'll survive that matchup. Move down with and get the surround kill with the Celebi. Great move, and he'll attack here too. Looking for that Grass Knot versus the white. Photon Geyser versus Backtrack. This could be a interesting move. Will he do it though? Yes, he will. He'll just bring the Necrozma back out though. And he'll bring out the Celebi. And he brings out the Lele, blocking him from being able to take the entry point. He'll go for the attack here again, maybe? No, he will not go for the Grass Knot. Oh, he will be attacked though. And he will get the Grass Knot. Huge, huge misplay there by Gray. As he will de-evolve. He'll attack. No, yeah, he will attack with the Keldeo here and get a knockout. Forcing him to have to goal block here. If he didn't have a goal block plate, this game would have been over. Unexpected error, as Dev ended up getting the win here. So Japan takes a 2-0 lead here as we head to game number 3. We have DM Flute versus Japan Keishun. Flute with the first move there. He'll bring down his Banette, countered by the Gardevoir. He'll got his other Banette, countered by another Gardevoir, and attacked. Destiny Bond versus Miss. So a 0 versus 0 practically. As Japan has a 2-0 lead as he has a third Banet, and she's able to activate the Mega Banet this time and take an entry point, not countered by a Gardevoir, forcing into goal block here. X speed, going for the attack. Quick rush here. Curse. So nothing going there. He'll counter the Lucario with the Necrozma. And so Saran kill a Gardevoir there. He'll activate the Mega Lucario now. He'll attack the Necrozma. As that Bullet Punch turns into a white, and that's a dodge. So nothing really happening there. Marshadow to the entry point. Brings up the Lunala, countered by the Absol. Double chances here with the Lunala. Going up against the Banet. And in a prison there. So that Moongeist Beam will become a miss now. And so round kill the Lucario. So max revive the Lucario. And that attack will be a dodge on a dodge. So that's exactly what that Marshadow needed not to be knocked out. Corkscrew Crash. As a Shadow Sneak versus the Corkscrew Crash there. So knockout. Basically an automatic knockout there for Lucario. And he gets to move 2 spaces over. He'll take the entry point there of Banet. He'll activate the Mega Altaria. And he'll attack here. Final Song versus Knockoff. I wouldn't be surprised if he activated the Mega Banet here to take the entry point. He will not. He'll attack though. Hyper Beam versus Knockoff. That's how it'll knock out the Altaria apparently. As that'll send the Altaria to the Ultra Space Necrozma with its menacing Moonrays Maelstrom. Send it to the Ultra Space here. Remember, Europe has to win one of these 6 matchups in order to advance. Winner of this matchup goes up against Peru. Loser of this matchup has to go up against India. So a much tougher matchup for the loser here. As we get a Psychic here. And all Japan needs is a tie in order to be able to win this group. So he'll just back up with the Mega Banet. Never Ending Nightmare. So he'll go up against the Banet here. Looking for that curse. No, that does not get the curse though. As that'll knock out the Mega Banet. As Keishun in a huge threat here. He'll scoop up with the Necrozma, needing a knockout here. Unless this could be game and Europe can advance to the quarterfinals. But no! The knockout there for Necrozma. Very, very lucky spin there for Keishun. So bring out the Altaria. Countered by the Banet. Where it goes up, he'll attack the Banet. Knockoff versus dodge. Altaria survives that attack. Necrozma will cover goal here. He'll attack. Perish Song versus Imprison. So that Perish Song becomes a miss now. That's huge. He'll activate the Mega Banet. Probably taking the entry point here. Probably go up against. And he'll land the Shadow Sneak here versus the Side Shock. Threatening game here. He'll long throw. He'll double chance here. Going for the knockout. And the knockout is what he won't be able to get here. No, he will. My bad. He will. I read that wrong. He'll goal block with the Altaria. And this is looking just about over. He'll max revive with his Absol. This could be close to game if he's unable to use any plates from the Mega Absol. Actually, never mind, the Mega Bandit's on the field at the second. He'll attack though. Blue Hole versus Imprison. Does he banish? He does. He'll move up with the Marshadow though. He can threaten game right here. Activates the Mega Absol. He's able to take the entry point, and no more plates are able to be used here. Corkscrew Crash, though, that can be used. As the Sucker Punch versus the Corkscrew Crash does not end the way the Lucario wants it, or the way the Absol wants it. Never-ending nightmare here. The attack. This could be ending game soon. It will. It will get the knockout. The only way it could have survived that, I believe, was a Sword Dance, then the Flamethrower. It lands the miss. That won't do anything though. So double chance with the Lunala. A dodge will win it here. And he will dodge. And Japan will take a 3-0 lead, clinch the group, but still Europe has something to play for right now, because they cannot get swept unless they won't make unless they would have to play a tiebreaker here versus Team Asia. Because if you remember, Japan swept them, so they would have to be swept in order for them to have to play that game. We have Enkaro versus D-Self. Great matchup here. Karo in blue, Self in red. He'll bring up the Eevee. Already with a good start for Karo here. Take the entry point with the Eevee. Brings out the Blastoise. Counter with the Kangaskhan. Brings out the Tapu Koko. And the Absol. Countered by the Shaman Landform. Plays defense with the Eevee. He comes down and attacks the Eevee with the Tapu Koko. Gets knocked out. Takedown versus quick attack. Gets that Vaporeon. Or not Vaporeon. Jolteon. It said Vaporeon, so that's why I said it. He'll max revive. Brings out the other Eevee. It will attack into the Mew and get the takedown versus the Hypersonic. And he'll get the evolution. I'm not even going to say which one it's going to be until I see it. It is Vaporeon this time. So Karo running the Eevee team. He'll go up against the Shaman. That's a great matchup. He will get the knockout too. So there's all Karo so far. He'll double chance though with the Venusaur, looking for that Solar Beam. We'll get it, but now he's going to look for that dodge. He won't get it. A knockout there for Absol, and this is all Karo so far. Now Japan just trying to knock out Europe completely out of this World Cup, trying to sweep them. Japan, one of the most dominating teams so far. as a Hydro Pump versus Sucker Punch, as that'll knock out the Absol. Max Revive, Shaman. Doesn't put it on any entry point though. Mirror Coat versus Facade. So nothing there. Z-Move, the Breakneck Blitz, with Eevee going up against the Lucario. And the Aurora Sphere. So that'll knock out the Eevee trying to Z-Move there. So Self survives there. He'll scoop up with the Eevee, or with the Mew. Surround killing the Vaporeon. So move the Jolteon to the right side. Move back with the Kangaskhan. Gigavolt Havoc. And this is basically a knockout there for Tapu Koko, knocking out the Jolteon. So both the evolutions have been knocked out in the last couple turns. Which one will he evolve to this time? It will be the Espeon, as Absol will attack the Tapu Koko Melee Wish versus Sucker Punch. He will Melee Wish with the he Melee Wished with the Venusaur. This could be very interesting here. He may activate the Mega Venusaur and put the Shaman Landform onto the entry point, and he lands the Sleep Powder there. Very nice. He'll activate the Mega Absol, preventing him from using the plate to activate the Mega Venusaur. Smart move there by Kero. He'll take over the entry point though with Mew. Max revives here. He'll attack the Shaman. And he will Synthesis versus Volt Switch, so nothing there. Shattered Psyche. This will allow him to cover the goal. Ooh, Aurora Sphere though. He was trying to go for the win there. He will surround kill here. Ooh, this could be interesting now. This could be soon Mega Venusaur time. Air Balloon. Forcing him to Goal Block. Water Slide versus Synthesis. Threatened game there, but no, he'll just cover up the goal for Lucario. Simple enough. He'll go for the attack here. Water Slide versus Metal Claw. So it moves him back, and it gives him weight, forcing him to have to activate Mega Blastoise. As he will attack here, looking for that blue. He'll land the Hydro Pump though, and that will be good enough for a knockout. Jolteon moves to the goal there. They take the entry point of Shaman. Not a smart idea, as if he has a Mega there, then you could have easily just have unlimited Mega. Quick Attack versus Synthesis will knock out that Shaman landform though. And we'll get it off the entry point. And now it'll go back to regular Blastoise. But we could be seeing Mega Venusaur soon. He'll Max Revive. Shaman. Not where I would have put him, but okay. We might be seeing Mega Venusaur soon. Hydro Vortex though. Now it'll go up against the Jolteon. He needs the Volt Switch to survive here. No, he'll land the Quick Attack. So the Jolteon will get knocked out by the Blastoise there. Self trying to punch Europe's ticket to the quarterfinals here with a win against Kero. Could do it. Rocky Helmet. Fast Aid versus Sleep Powder, so they'll just put him to sleep. This could be Mega Venusaur time right now. No. He'll activate the Mega Kangaskhan. Slides it over. Will attack. Double Edge. So that will knock out the Venusaur too. Probably move down the Blastoise there, trying to create a little bit more pressure. Bring out the Absol to counter that. He'll double chance against the Absol. And he'll get the knockout. So a nice little knockout there by Self. Trying to put a little bit of pressure here on Kero. One of the best players in the game, came in the top 10 of the rankings heading into this World Cup. He'll take the entry point with the Espeon. As the attack here, Blastoise versus Vaporeon and a Metal Coat, Mirror Coat versus the Hydro Pump. So basically a dodge. As he's able to bring out the Jolteon. Unexpected error. Take a look. As Self won this game. As Europe will be advancing to the quarterfinals as well. We still have 2 more games here. We have Hell versus DeAngelis. So we have a 3-1 Japan lead now. Japan still clinched the group win, and Europe still clinches a quarterfinal spot. We still want to watch these last 2 games. He'll bring out the Palplio, activates the Mega Blastoise. Already trying to set up a threat maybe. As no attack though. Don't know why he activated the Mega Blastoise. Should just let him sit. Now he'll double chance. Turtle Missile. That's exactly what he wanted. As he'll spin that Marshadow twice if he has to. He will spin it once, gets the knockout there. And go after the Vibrava if he lands the white there, Force Necrozma. Wow! Very lucky spins there for the Mega Blastoise. Gets a double knockout. Double chances again. Maybe he's going to try to go for the Necrozma next. He lands the miss though. He needs to land anything other than the miss. He'll land the Hydro Pump. So a knockout there for the Mega Blastoise. Before he gets demega'd. He'll bring out the Lunala to counter him. Brings up the Mew up the right side. Countered by the Absol. Brings up Drifloon. Countered by Marshadow, which will get the surround kill on the Mew if he wanted to, but he chose not to. Sucker Punch. He'll move the Mew back. And the Absol will keep going after the Mew, though. As the Psychic versus the Sucker Punch, so a very nice move there. As Hall trying to move up and try to give Japan a 4-1 lead here. Solidify a win. Tailwind. As he'll move up with the Marshadow. Forcing him to go block there with Lucario. Moves down with the Absol. Attacks into the... That's a great attack there. Sucker Punch will knock him out. Basically an automatic win there if you're Absol against the Sableye. Never ending nightmare. So attack the Marshadow and get the Evo. So a nice little Evo there for Drifloon. We'll bring out the Drifloon. Spins, nothing happening there. Gets the Drifloon. See what Hall does here. He'll Black Hole Ellipse. And attack here. And he will get the knockout, so that'll force him to have to goal block somewhere. Forcing an attack here. He lands a Hex versus the Sucker Punch. If he only landed the Swords Dance, that would have won him the game. But no. Max arrives there with the Lucario bringing it up the right side. Slides down with the Palplio. Plays defense with the Mew. Max Revive with Marshadow. Threatening a surround kill. Once again, now threatening game. But he'll just simply move to the goal point. Max Revives there with Sableye. No attack. He'll move back there. Sableye moves up. He'll attack. Yeah, and the Moongeist Beam versus the Hydro Pump, so perfect attack there for Lunala, getting the knockout there. Activates Mega Sableye. Remember, it can't be knocked out by any physical attacks. It would have to be knocked out by like a Moongeist Beam or a Cyclone Kick. So a knockout there for Mega Sableye of the Marshadow. Trying to win this for Japan, Hall. Trying to keep it to try to force maybe a tie. Angelos here. As he'll go up against the Necrozma and gets Moongeist Beamed. As I said, he can be knocked out by Moongeist Beam, and that's exactly what happened there. Wait. Oh, it gets reversed. Never mind. My bad. Hydro Vortex there. Going right up against the Mew. The Hypersonic will stop that, though. Also, the Psychic will get a knockout. So that was a terrible attack. He does confuse all of them, though. Maybe that's what he was going for. Never-ending Nightmare. As that'll knock out the Lunala. Nice little move there. As no -1 movement points, though. Brings out the Absol. He'll take the entry point there, gets caught up in the vibrating sound. He'll move up with Absol, get attacked by the Drifloon, and the Shadow Beam will go to the Hex. So he'll dodge that attack there and gets around killed by the Marshadow. This could be Hall's chance to start the threaten game a little bit. He can go after the there's no attack there. He really can go after with the Lucario. He activates the Mega Lucario, going after the Absol. No really way he can knock out that Mega Lucario because the gold is the only attack he really has. He'll go after the Mew now. This could be interesting with the confusion. As he will get the knockout with the Psychic, though, goes Shadow Flip to Psychic. So a knockout there. So Hall trying to be a little bit aggressive there. So he could have gone for the attack there. All right, the Bullet Punch does not turn into a white there. You've seen that the Necrozma didn't attack him. As that'll knock out the Necrozma. He'll just go down to he'll just change forms there. And an unexpected error as Hall ended up winning the game here for Japan. As Japan takes a 4-1 lead as we head to game number 5. Question is, will it be a 5-1 finish or will it be a 4-2 finish? We have Molo versus Brindaria. He is a fellow Pokemon Duel YouTuber. He speaks Portuguese, though. He is from Brazil. So, don't know how he made on. Where's he from? I don't know. I believe he's from Brazil. He'll go and get caught up in the vibrating sound Brindaria here versus Molo. Brings up the Fracture. He'll double chance with the Kangaskhan. I'm drawing blanks here. He lands the double edge. He will not respin. That'll knock out both the Fracture and the Kangaskhan, though. We are in game 6. Japan has already won this game. He'll max survive here. The Fracture slides over Lunala. Gets caught up in that vibrating sound again. So bring down the Celebi. He'll get attacked here. Dodge, so he'll be able to surround kill the Keldeo and threaten game here. Brundaria in quick trouble here to start off the game. He'll have to go block here with the Lucario as he brings out, I believe that's the Solgaleo. Or that could be Necrozma. Brings up the absolute counter by Lucario. Brings up Lunala. Max arrives with Kangaskhan. As he'll have to immediately attack that Fracture though. And we'll get the knockout, the Sucker Punch versus the 87 Dual Chop. Didn't get the second Dual Chop there, unless he would have won that matchup. As he'll knock out the Celebi though. Moves up with the Kangaskhan, attacks the Lunala, double edge. Will not knock out the Kangaskhan due to his ability though, so will only knock out the Lunala. Will he attack the Abra? No. He'll activate the Mega Lucario and surround kill the Kangaskhan there. So not the smartest of moves there by Brundaria. Or no, by Molo. Once again, Brundaria gets caught up in the vibrating sound. That's 3 times this game that he's done that. Moves on up. Brings up the Keldeo up the left side. Slides on over. No attack. Air balloons. As he could be going up against Lunala next turn. Activates the Mega Lucario though to play a little bit of defense here, Molo. Maybe going for the Aurora Sphere here. Or just a knockout in general. Water Jump versus Bullet Punch though, so no knockout. So he'll be able to move 2 movement points away. As he may activate Mega Absol to take the other entry point. And that's exactly what he'll do. As I'm already 48 minutes into this video. The longest World Cup game matchup we've had. As the gold will turn into a white. Sunsteel Strike, so a knockout by Necrozma there. Searing Sunrays Smash for the Necrozma, going up against the Keldeo. It'll be a knockout, but he can just change form, so not that great of a Z move, plus it sends him to the bench, so more beneficial for Keldeo there. He'll move up with the Fracture. As he'll move the Mega Lucario, getting caught up in the Territorial there. I think he was fine with that though, as he gets the Aurora Sphere there. So Molo starting to take more control in this game. As Brundaria moves up with his Abra. Necrozma brings out his Necrozma, starting to form a little bit of a rush here for Molo. Brundaria could be in some trouble soon. He'll get the attack off. Photon Geyser versus Psychic though, so that'll eliminate the ability of Lunala. That's what the Photon Geyser does. Brings out the Keldeo onto the entry point. As he'll go after... Will he go after the Abra? No, because the Sense Danger will force a surround kill. He'll move up with the Necrozma. Well, he'll go after the Lunala here. Moongeist Beam versus Sunsteel Strike. So a knockout there for Lunala. Eliminating a little bit of that rush there. Moving up. Brindaria has the Z move ready with Lunala. He'll double chance here. This could be dangerous here for Molo if he gets knocked out. If you're Molo, you're looking for that backtrack. Grass Knot though, Willow versus Will-O-Wisp. Not exactly what you wanted. Moongeist Beam, even worse. So you'll get knocked out here. Oh, Moongeist Beam the Lucario though. I mean the Lunala, wow. He'll go block here with Vibrava. Looking probably for another Moongeist Beam here. He'll get the Psychic though, so not a bad move. He'll move next to the Vibrava next turn probably. Move out the Kangaskhan. Go for the attack. We're looking for a double edge here. Sucker Punch. We'll get it done though. Photon Geyser eliminated his ability, so he wasn't able to half the attack. Very good move there by Molo. She'll move up his Keldeo, looking for maybe a double edge here. Fast Aid versus the Hydro Kick though. It'll make him change forms. Send the Kangaskhan to the bench, give him one weight. But he'll just bring out the Necrozma with his Z move. The only thing he has to avoid is that purple. That's it. That water jump turns into a miss. And he will land the white. So a knockout there for the Necrozma. Getting rid of that Keldeo. Sending it to the Ultra Space. He'll bring out the Absol. Bring up the Kangaskhan up the other side. He has a little bit of a rush here. He'll scoop up with the Lunala to play more of a man-on-man defense, or Pokemon-on-Pokemon defense rather than playing defense on the goal. He will get the Swords Dance versus the miss, and he'll land the Sucker Punch there. So a 160 versus a miss will knock out the Necrozma. He won't change forms. He'll move up with the Absol. Play a little defense with the Lunala. He will surround kill the Lucario. So this is all Brindaria right now. Will he go YOLO mode maybe with this Lunala, moving it down one more? Corkscrew Crash. Looking for one of those purples here, Lunala. He'll get the Moongeist Beam. He'll knock him out. Now he's going to try to threaten game here. Brindaria in huge trouble here. So he'll only move one over there, which actually is not the smartest of moves, but he'll bring out the Fracture. A purple here, and it's all over. As Japan will win this matchup 5-1. And we will now take a look at Group C here, as Japan, with their win, will move on to play Peru, the runner-up in the quarterfinals. Japan finishes with a dominating 11-1 record. Europe, after losing 5-1, still makes it into the quarterfinals because they finished one game better than Team Asia because they didn't get swept versus Japan, and Team Asia was eliminated. But that is going to do it for this matchup. What a matchup it was. The final score, Japan 5 and Europe 1. You have been watching the 2019 Pokemon Duel World Cup. I want to thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you next time. Peace out, guys.